Hey, brother, take a deep breath and really tune in. If you're here right now, chances are you're going through one of the toughest emotional experiences, losing someone you deeply care about. Maybe it was a sudden shift, or maybe it was a slow withdrawal that left you confused, hurt, and wondering where it all went wrong. 1. Vulnerability versus neediness. One of the biggest traps men fall into when they feel her slipping away is acting out of desperation. You start double texting, calling nonstop, over-apologizing, even when you don't need to. But here's what you need to understand. Being vulnerable is not the same as being needy. Saying something like, "I miss you," or "I still care about you," that's vulnerability. And vulnerability, when grounded in honesty and strength, is powerful. It shows emotional maturity. But chasing her, begging for her time, or trying to convince her to stay, that's pressure, and pressure always drives people away. Put yourself in her shoes. Would you rather be with someone who's emotionally centered and self-assured, or someone constantly seeking validation? It's always the man who remains calm, collected, and rooted in his value that stands out. So no, I'm not saying to go completely silent. Express yourself, but do it from a place of strength, not panic. No woman is drawn to desperation. 2. Control, boundaries, and how people work. Here's something most men don't realize. You can't control people, but you can always control your boundaries. That's where the real power lies. You may have heard the phrase relationship dynamics. What it really means is the push and pull of mutual respect. If you're always available, always sacrificing your time, always bending over backward, you end up giving your power away. Relationships aren't about domination or submission. They're about balance, and balance can't exist without boundaries. When you draw the line, when you show that you respect your own time, values, and space, you invite others to respect it too. She sees that you're not going to be walked over. That creates a different energy. Boundaries don't mean being cold. They mean you know your worth and you won't let anyone, her included, treat you with less than you deserve. You wouldn't let a stranger disrespect you, so why allow it in a relationship? 3. Scarcity mindset versus abundance thinking. Let's talk about your mindset. A lot of guys operate from scarcity. They believe that she's the only one, that they can't go on without her, and that if they lose her, it's game over. That energy, it's heavy, and it repels. Instead, you need to step into abundance. That doesn't mean acting like you don't care. It means knowing that you are valuable, that you are enough, and that whether she stays or goes, you will be just fine. You don't chase her because you need her to feel whole. You invite her into your life because you want her there. And if she doesn't step in, you keep moving. That subtle difference is everything. Women feel that. A man who's content, secure, and focused on his purpose, that's magnetic. So stop focusing on what might go wrong. Start seeing what could go right, with or without her. This isn't about ego. It's about self-respect. And trust me, that's one of the most attractive things you can have. 4. Obsessive thinking. Why it happens and how to break it. Let's be honest, you probably can't stop thinking about her. She's stuck in your head on repeat. You're replaying old messages, moments, trying to piece it all together. But here's the truth. What you're hooked on isn't her, it's the idea of her. You're addicted to the memory, to the feeling. And that loop keeps you stuck in the past. Obsessive thoughts stem from lack. You're focusing on what you lost instead of what you can create moving forward. And here's the shift you need. Stop asking, why did this happen? And start asking, what am I going to do now? Obsessing doesn't bring answers, it just drains your energy. Break the pattern, redirect that focus back to you. Start building something, new habits, hobbies, workouts, projects. Fill your life with things that make you stronger, not just distracted. That's how you move forward. That's how you get your mind back. Number 5, rebuilding yourself, where the real power comes from. At this point, I hope it's becoming clear. Getting her back doesn't start with her. It starts with rebuilding you. This is about rising again, mentally, physically, emotionally. It's not about becoming someone else. It's about returning to the most powerful version of yourself, the one she was originally drawn to. Hit the gym, level up your career, reconnect with friends, do things that challenge you, excite you, expand you. Not as distractions, but as building blocks of who you are becoming. When you start showing up like that, the energy shifts. You stop chasing and start attracting. Not just her, but respect, admiration, opportunities, and clarity. This isn't about playing games. It's about becoming so locked into your own purpose that she starts wondering what you're up to. That's when the power returns. So never go ahead and buy. Let's wrap this up. Yes, you can get her back, but it's going to take time, growth, and a new way of thinking. Follow these steps not just to win her over, but to win yourself back. Because even if she doesn't return, you'll come out of this stronger, wiser, more grounded, and far more attractive, not just to her, but to everyone around you. This isn't about being perfect, it's about being real, strong, and self-respecting. Keep evolving, keep rising, and never settle for less than what you know you're worth.